Have you ever felt that your mind is thinking about thousands of things at the same time? Like you are watching a video, but your mind is stuck somewhere else? Or you sit down to study, but social media notifications pull your attention away? This is not just your situation, it is the reality of all of us. We all feel a lack of focus in our lives, and because of this, many of our big dreams and goals remain incomplete. But what if I tell you that the solution to this problem is in your own hands, and this solution is hidden in a book called Master the Art of Focus? The author, A. Suman, does not say that focus is a superpower that only a few people have. He explains that focus is an art that anyone can learn. It only needs the right direction and effort. Today, we will understand the story of this book and the deep secrets hidden in it that can completely change your life. Imagine if you could give full attention to everything that matters most to you, how productive, successful, and happy your life would become. The art of focus is not only about what you are doing, but also about what you are not doing. It is about identifying distractions and removing them that stop us from reaching our goals. It teaches us how to train our mind so that it only focuses on what is most important in our life. You might be wondering how this is possible. A. Suman explains this in a very simple and practical way. In this book, through examples, scientific facts, and his own experiences, he proves that focus is directly connected to our habits, our environment, and our thinking process. Friends, this video is not just a summary of a book. It can be the turning point of your life that you have been waiting for. If you also want your attention to stay on things that can turn your dreams into reality, then watch this video till the end. Let's begin this amazing journey and learn how we can turn our focus into our greatest strength. Get ready, because this journey will not only strengthen your focus, but also give a new direction to your life. Chapter 1. The Power of Attention, the Key to Success. Imagine a beautiful morning. Soft sunlight is knocking on your window. You start your day with a cup of tea. In front of you is your to-do list, a long chain of tasks. But as soon as you start, your mind begins to wander, to phone notifications, to old thoughts. Does this situation sound familiar? How many of us go through the feeling that if we could direct our energy and thoughts in one direction, what could we not achieve? This is exactly what the first chapter of Master the Art of Focus explains. It tells us that focus is not just a habit, but an art that can change the direction of our life. Feel the power of attention. This magical key has the ability to unlock your hidden potential. But focus does not only mean concentrating on work, it is also a way to guide your life in the right direction. When we learn to control our attention, confusion and fear automatically reduce. The author explains this through an interesting story of an archer. For an archer, the most important thing is the target. If he shoots without seeing the target, he will never hit the mark. But when he fully focuses his attention and energy on the target, every shot becomes accurate. We are all like that archer. We all have goals, but are we truly moving towards them with full energy and focus? Probably not, because our mind behaves like a restless child, pulling us in different directions every moment. In today's world, our attention is constantly being divided. Social media attraction, continuous email alerts, and endless responsibilities. But the truth is that real success lies in focusing on your goal while ignoring all distractions. When we learn to focus our mind, we gain not only external success, but also inner peace. The author says that focus is not only a path to success, it is also a way to understand the depth of the soul. The first step to strengthening focus is understanding yourself and knowing what is truly important for you. Attention starts increasing on its own. The author has described meditation and mindfulness as two effective methods to improve focus. Meditation calms your mind and teaches you how to direct your energy in the right direction. Mindfulness gives you the power to live in the present moment and feel it deeply. Focus is not just a habit, it is the foundation of our life. It gives us the power to turn our dreams into reality. When we learn to control our attention, it feels like we have taken the control of our life into our own hands. If you want to achieve something big in your life, you must learn to control your focus. This is not an easy journey, but it promises to change your life. So friends, are you ready to master your attention? Just imagine if from today you become fully present in every task you do. How many impossible-looking dreams could become real in your life? The art of focus is the biggest way to reveal your true inner strength. Chapter 2. The Web of Distraction. How can we escape? We all have something in our life that we deeply want to achieve. Our dreams, our goals, our ambitions. These things decide the direction of our life. But think, what is the biggest obstacle in this journey? Distraction. It is an invisible enemy that silently comes into our life and steals our dreams. Have you ever felt that distraction does not only steal our time, but also affects the depth of our inner self? When you repeatedly check your phone or get lost in social media, you lose your focus, discipline, and creativity. The web of distraction is like a spider's web. The more you get trapped in it, the harder it becomes to come out. And if you do not recognize it in time, it slowly starts consuming your dreams. The biggest cause of distraction is our mindset. Have you ever felt that distraction does not only steal our time, but also affects the depth of our inner self? When you repeatedly check your phone or get lost in social media, you lose your focus, discipline, and creativity. The web of distraction is like a spider's web. The more you get trapped in it, the harder it becomes to come out. And if you do not recognize it in time, it slowly starts consuming your dreams. The biggest cause of distraction is our mindset. Our brain always moves toward easy and comfortable things. Hard work, discipline, and deep focus feel difficult. So whenever you try to do important work, your mind starts making excuses like checking your phone, listening to music, or watching something for a short break. The author calls this the dopamine mind trap. Whenever you do something easy or enjoyable, like scrolling social media, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. It makes you feel good, but this happiness is temporary. Then your brain starts craving more dopamine. This is why we keep picking up our phones again and again and spend hours scrolling without thinking. Getting out of this trap is not easy, but it is not impossible either. The first step is self-awareness. Until you understand where your time is going, you cannot change it. Distraction always starts with triggers. These triggers can be your phone notifications, laziness, or lack of interest in your work. Identify these triggers. Every time, ask yourself, is this taking me closer to my goal or away from it? Learn to reset your mind. Stay away from your phone for some time. Turn off notifications. It will feel difficult at first, but slowly you will notice your focus improving. The best way to avoid distraction is deep work. When you completely immerse yourself in one task, your mind becomes so engaged that there is no space left for distraction. This not only increases productivity, but also gives you satisfaction in your work. Distraction is not just a waste of time, it takes you away from your loved ones. Imagine sitting with your family, but your attention is on your phone. Are you really living those moments? Distraction makes us not only unsuccessful, but also lonely. Focus is not only important for success, it is essential for a happy and balanced life. Distraction exists in everyone's life, but the question is, will you let it steal your dreams, or will you recognize it and overcome it? Start today. Understand your time, identify your triggers, and engage your mind in deep work because your attention is your greatest strength. Chapter 3. The Science of Focus, How Your Brain Works. Our brain is truly a miracle. It is a machine that works 24/7 without stopping. It constantly shapes our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But have you ever wondered why, even being so powerful, it sometimes becomes scattered? Why can't our attention stay in one place? Think of our brain like a dense forest with countless paths. Every path represents a thought, an emotion, or a habit. When we focus on a task, our brain follows the paths related to that task. The more we repeat a specific thought or habit, the deeper and stronger that path becomes. But the same brain that gives us so much power can sometimes become our biggest enemy. In today's digital age, where every second your phone, social media, and other things try to grab your attention, this mental forest feels even more complicated. Have you ever noticed that when you are completely absorbed in a task, time seems to fly? This magical experience is called the flow state in science. It happens when your mind is fully focused in one direction. But reaching this state requires overcoming many barriers. Our brain naturally gets distracted. It is always pulled toward new information because this is our survival instinct. Thousands of years ago, for our ancestors living in forests, noticing new things was a matter of life and death. But today, this same habit distracts us. When you are working on something important, your brain reacts to every small distraction, phone notifications, traffic noise, or even your own thoughts. Attention is of two types. First is active attention, when you consciously focus on a task. Second is automatic attention, when your mind starts wandering without effort. The challenge is that our brain naturally prefers automatic attention. It's easier, gives instant pleasure, and releases dopamine in our brain, which makes us feel good. But this short-term pleasure takes us away from long-term success. Focus means training your brain. It is not easy, but it is not impossible either. This science is deeply connected to our emotions and purpose. When you do a task with passion and meaning, your mind naturally stays focused on it. Imagine when you read a book, do you only read the words, or do you get lost in the story? When you bring the same passion and emotion to every task, your focus naturally improves. When you understand your brain and train it in the right direction, you not only improve your focus, but also upgrade the quality of your life. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Do not waste it on things that do not help your dreams and goals. Now it is time to apply this knowledge in your life. Are you ready? Because your focus is your greatest strength for the future. Chapter 4. The Myth of Multitasking. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone tries to do multiple things at once, multitasking is considered the key to success. But have you ever thought that when you focus on many things at the same time, how far you actually move away from your goal? In Master the Art of Focus, Chapter 4 explains that multitasking is just a myth. Imagine you are cooking, checking emails, and talking to your child at the same time. You think you are doing all three tasks together, but in reality, your brain is rapidly switching between them. Every time you shift your attention from one task to another, your brain loses some energy. This is called attention residue. It means your mind is never fully focused on any one task. Your food gets overcooked, your emails contain mistakes, and your child feels unheard. This process not only reduces quality, but also makes you mentally tired. Multitasking gives us a false belief that we are using our time effectively and doing everything faster and better. But the author strongly challenges this idea. He says that the brain performs best when it focuses on only one task at a time. Have you ever noticed that when you are fully immersed in a task, it not only gets completed faster, but also with better quality? The author calls this the flow state. It is a condition where your mind works in one direction with complete focus. But to reach this state, we must first break the myth of multitasking. To achieve this, we need to understand that every task requires both time and energy. When you do only one task at a time, your brain uses its full power without any interruption. Imagine you wake up in the morning and start your day with a clear plan. You decide that first you will complete your meetings, then check your emails, and after that spend time with your family. When you work in this way, you not only become more productive, but also feel mentally lighter. The author beautifully explains that when we divide our time and energy properly, we are able to create balance in life. This balance is the real key to happiness and success. The first step to leaving multitasking is understanding your priorities, knowing which task is most important and doing it first. The author calls this single tasking. When you focus on one task at a time, you not only get better results, but also feel more satisfaction in your work. The author shares a story that explains the essence of this chapter. A young boy used to complain every day to his father that he was so busy with work that he had no time for him. One day, the father decided to spend the whole day with his son. He switched off his phone and completely stayed away from work. He realized that when he gave full attention to his son, he understood him much better. That day, the bond between father and son became stronger and more meaningful. This story teaches us that when we focus on one thing at a time, we not only improve our life, but also strengthen our relationships. Multitasking only creates confusion and reduces our productivity. If you truly want to become successful, it is important to do every task with full focus and dedication. Remember, your energy is limited. Use it in one direction and see how your life changes. Now is the time to leave multitasking and give your life a new direction. Are you ready? Chapter 5. Mindful Techniques to Maintain Focus. We all have experienced in our lives how difficult it can be to maintain attention, whether it is studying, working, or focusing on personal life. Our mind often gets distracted. In such moments, mindfulness is like a tool that not only strengthens our focus, but also maintains mental peace. In this chapter, the author presents mindfulness as a powerful process. It is not just the art of concentration, but also a way of fully experiencing each moment that we often ignore. Imagine sitting beside a calm lake. The water is still without any movement, but suddenly the wind blows and ripples appear on the surface. Our mind is similar to this lake. Until external noise or inner thoughts disturb it, everything feels calm. But the moment we get caught in the waves of our thoughts, our attention gets disturbed. Mindfulness teaches us how to stay like that calm lake. It teaches us to observe our thoughts, accept them, and slowly calm them down. The practice of mindfulness begins with breathing exercises. Whenever your attention drifts, just pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel that with every breath you are bringing life into your body. This not only relaxes your body, but also brings your mind back to the present moment. Mindfulness also focuses on sense awareness, deeply experiencing your surroundings. If you are walking, pay attention to your steps. Feel the ground under your feet, listen to the sounds of birds, and notice the movement of the wind. This helps your mind release unnecessary thoughts. Another important concept in this chapter is judgment-free thinking. We often label our thoughts as right or wrong, but mindfulness teaches us to accept every thought as it is, without trying to change or suppress it. This brings deep mental freedom. Mindfulness is not just a tool for focus, it also connects us with hidden abilities within ourselves that we are not aware of. When you learn to focus through mindfulness, you not only improve your work, but also enhance your thinking ability. Let us understand this with a simple example. Imagine if you are working on a presentation, but your attention keeps shifting to your phone or other things. Mindfulness helps you train your mind to understand that the present task is important. As soon as you bring your attention to the present moment, your focus automatically increases. Mindfulness also teaches us how to manage our emotions in a better way. When we are stressed, our thinking ability becomes weak, but with mindfulness techniques, we can calm our inner restlessness and see things more clearly. So if you want to master the art of concentration, make mindfulness a part of your daily routine. It will not only calm your mind, but also help you focus on everything that can improve your life. Focus is not just a mental process, it can become the foundation of our life. And when you learn this skill, you not only work better toward your dreams, but also live your life more fully. Chapter 6: How to Stay Focused in the Digital Age. Today, we live in a world where every moment is connected to some device. As soon as we wake up, our hand reaches for the phone, and before sleeping, it is the last thing we see. But have you ever thought that this digital age, which connects us to the world, is slowly taking away our attention and mental peace? The book Master the Art of Focus, Chapter 6, helps us understand how to stay focused in this confusing digital era. While reading, it feels like a friend is understanding our inner thoughts. In the digital age, our attention has become a commodity. Social media, advertisements, and the internet constantly try to pull us toward them. Every notification takes us away from reality. When we get trapped in this web of distractions, our mind becomes tired. It affects not only our productivity, but also our inner peace. We are not able to go deep into our work, we cannot spend quality time with our loved ones, and we even lose connection with ourselves. The most beautiful part of this chapter is that it does not only describe the problem, but also gives a solution. It says there is no need to completely leave technology. Instead, we must learn how to use it properly. Imagine you put your phone aside and focus on one task for just 15 minutes. In the beginning, it feels difficult because your mind keeps running toward notifications and messages. But slowly, when you build this habit, you will realize how deeply you can focus. There is an inspiring story in this chapter. A person who was very tired of his daily routine decided to spend 30 minutes every morning without any digital device. On the first day, it was difficult, but slowly he realized that these 30 minutes became the most important part of his day. He felt calm, became more creative, and started spending more time with his family. Focus is not only about work, it is about being fully present when you talk to someone, when you eat, and when you enjoy nature. In the digital age, focus is an art, and this chapter teaches us how to develop it. It reminds us that focus means living every moment deeply. So start today. Put your phone aside for a while and spend time with yourself. When you give time to yourself, only then can you give your full energy to others. Technology is meant to make life easier, not more complicated. Now the choice is yours. Will you stay lost in digital noise, or will you use your focus and energy in the right direction to transform your life? Chapter 7: Goal Setting: How to Focus the Right Way. Focus is the most powerful key to success. When we start looking at our dreams and goals, it becomes important that we only focus on our purpose.
But the question is, do we really know how to focus in the right way? In this part of Master the Art of Focus, we learn why goal setting and staying focused on it is so important and how it can be done correctly.
In life, we all have dreams, but often our mistake is that we get stuck in many things. We try to achieve multiple goals at the same time, and as a result, we are not able to fully achieve any one goal. This book teaches us that clearly identifying our purpose and giving it priority is the first step. When you clearly define your goal, you give your brain a direction to follow. It is just like an archer aiming at a target: clear focus, clear aim. But just setting a goal is not enough. In life, there are many situations that try to distract us: our mobile phone, social media, or other people's opinions. In such moments, we must understand what truly matters. Focus means saying goodbye to things that take you away from your path. There is a story that explains this. Imagine a person who decided that he wanted to win a gold medal in a race. He started working very hard day and night, but his friends invited him to parties, his family pressured him, and sometimes he even doubted himself. In such a situation, he adopted a simple principle: one step every day. He decided that no matter what happens, he will take at least one step toward his goal every day. Slowly, his small daily habits became the foundation of his big success. Small things like managing time properly and prioritizing your work can change your life. You must break big goals into smaller parts so that you can achieve them daily. This also saves you from frustration and keeps you motivated continuously. Emotions also play a very important role. When you feel passionate and excited about your goal, your mind and body work together. This book also teaches how to maintain positive energy and passion. If you ever feel tired, remind yourself of your purpose. Think about why you started this dream and what it means to you. Correct focus also means identifying your weaknesses and working to overcome them. Every person has obstacles like laziness, fear, or fear of others' opinions, but when you face your weaknesses and work on them, you become stronger. We should also enjoy the journey. Focus does not mean living a stressful life. It means enjoying the process of achieving your dreams, appreciating every step, and understanding that true success is not just reaching the goal, but living the journey fully. So, friends, if you truly want to change your life and achieve your goals, learn to focus in the right way. Identify your priorities, use your time wisely, and take one step every day toward your dreams. Remember, your success lies in the depth of your focus. Chapter 8: The Importance of Deep Thinking. How to do deep work. Imagine a world where every task you do is filled with depth and focus, where your mind is free from noise and unnecessary thoughts and is fully concentrated on one goal. This is the skill called deep work. It is not just a way of working, it is an art that can turn you from ordinary into extraordinary. Deep thinking means fully immersing your mind into one task. It is a state where you disconnect from the outside world and focus only on what matters most to you. It is not easy because in today's fast-paced world, there are many distractions. But if you understand this art, your productivity and creativity can increase many times. When you work deeply, you not only get better results, but also improve your thinking ability. Deep work helps you experience your true potential. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and inspires you to create something new and remarkable. In today's world of social media and multitasking, deep work is the weapon that helps you stand out from the crowd. To practice deep work, first you need to silence your inner noise. This noise includes not only external distractions, but also your internal unnecessary thoughts. To focus your mind, you need to set rules. First, avoid distractions. Keep your phone, social media, and all interruptions away. Choose a place where you can fully immerse yourself in your work. Second, set a fixed time for deep thinking. Make a regular schedule for focused thinking. This time should be your sacred time in which only you and your work exist. Third, be patient. Deep work is a skill that improves with time and practice. In the beginning, it may feel difficult, but gradually you will start enjoying it. When you go deep into focused thinking, it not only increases your productivity, but also your confidence. It calms your mind and fills you with amazing energy. It is a state where you connect yourself with your work, just like an artist connects with their art. Imagine if you spend 1 hour every day in deep thinking and focused work. You will not only achieve your goals faster, but also build an identity as someone who masters their work. People will start recognizing your effort and the quality of your work. Deep work is not just a technique, it is a lifestyle. It teaches you how to properly use your energy and time. It shows you the path to improve yourself and move toward achieving your dreams. So friends, if you want to bring depth into your life, adopt deep work. It will not only make you successful, but also turn you into a person who has the power to change the world with their thinking and work. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information useful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share this knowledge with others. Your journey to success has already begun.